So, when we last left things off, we just got literally thrown out of a place we were trying to investigate.
Nice segue.
Yeah, now I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get to examine more of the room or present more random evidence to Nicolina. Oh yeah, he's still there.
Yep. Oh, what's that on the floor? Another, he succeeded in his stealth check.
I think that was a mousetrap when we examined it last time. Yeah, we've already...
That's right, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, we've already checked the alarm.
Can we try talking to the dude again? I assume not.
Yeah, so again, we're like, 1W.
Yep.
Room 1.0001. Okay, well, I guess we can, yeah, I often do that because, like, you move this cursor with the analog stick, but you press the directional buttons to actually do this. So, I've been accidentally switching the scene sometimes when I meant to move the cursor.
Yep.
It's just kind of the thing when in games where both the D-pad and the stick do different things.
Mm. No, thank you. We'll just be on our way. Oh.
Until he's forgotten my face. Was that supposed to be an insult or something?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, we can examine this.
Oh, of course he's not guarding that door anymore. That is locked. Oh, death glare.
Return of the death glare. But yeah, I noticed that we can check this now. I mean, I think we could check it before, but, I mean, if he's single-mindedly guarding that door, maybe we can look at this now. Although,
Yeah,
if it's all...
good record keeping.
But if it's all in Russian, though, we won't be able to understand any of it.
Ah. Or they were covering something up.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe that was the log for that day was in fact, smuggle ballerina onto ship. And I am actually starting to suspect a little bit. I think we're probably supposed to move back into the cabin now. But I'm starting to wonder something. Like I said in the last part about an idea that you had earlier, about the food being drugged, maybe. Maybe the crew, like maybe somebody on the crew drugged people so that they wouldn't notice the ship was making a stopover to pick up the ballerina.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, right, that.
Yeah.
Is he even here? Oh, he is
There
here,
he
okay.
is. Hmm. Why?
Just, well, like, I was, like, honestly, I mean, it would have been easier to say, oh, I just turned invisible for a few minutes.
Oh.
He's gonna get sent to the literal cooler.
Oh no. Oh. He's the best.
Didn't Gumshoe often, like, go out of his way to help you and get punished for it a lot in the original
Yeah.
series? No one taking him out for steak, but yeah, with this long voyage.
You could take him out for steak in London.
I wonder how good, like, because I know that, like, traditionally for...
Oh.
Oh,
No.
okay. I was about to talk about how traditionally, like, London sort of had kind of bad food for a while.
Oh no.
But then we saw this.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. He deserves 1,000 steaks.
Yes, and I was about to, like, a massive, massive, massive raise.
Yes, that too.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yeah, his necktie looks less like a fish than the
Yeah.
other guys, so I think it is deliberate. Yeah, he's a ballet fan.
Are you sure, though? We still don't know what the speckled band is. We still don't know exactly what pet she has.
Oh. But I like your theory about why they were drugged, because you think it would have something to do with the murder, but maybe it was to do with her getting on board instead.
And Kazuma didn't eat the chicken, so it didn't seem like he got drugged. Because he doesn't like chicken. Yeah, you say that your job is to make sure the crime scene isn't disturbed, but we straightened out the books. I still don't know why we straightened out the books.
I agree! At least in the next door cabin, they were still askew.
Okay, new information. I hope this is not a case of good news, bad news. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Our equivalent of an autopsy report. Oh yeah, we didn't even know that before.
Yeah, because it said there were no physical... Oh.
And there's like no sort of obvious blood in this room.
Yeah, because they said there were no sort of obvious signs of
Yeah.
death on the body that were physical. Damage the cervical third.
Yeah, that's what you were thinking.
Mm. Because at first I thought a snake bite, but you'd think they would find bike marks.
Oh, she definitely knows her stuff about that.
Mm.
Although her father
father's
is
a medical
yeah.
professor, isn't he? Mm.
I mean, either someone else wrote that message or he lived long enough at least to write it. Because I think he wrote wardrobe in Russian, is what they're concluding for now.
Mm.
Oh, that's great.
No. Mm.
No traces of external injury or poison. Now let me just check and see if we can look at this in more detail.
Here we go.
1 a.m. and a little past 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Resulting in instant death, okay.
Oh.
So that means that message probably wasn't him.
Interesting. Hmm.
This has reminded me a lot of Case 2 of the first game, where, with the victim, suffering, like, death by trauma, and then it said that it was instantaneous.
That's right.
That was the case of where, that was the infamous updated autopsy report that Edgeworth presented, which is the only time in the whole series he ever did that, and yet, in memes, he does it all the time.
That's the only time he ever did it.
I think it's the only time he does. Like, it's all over the internet as like, oh, Edgeworth updating the autopsy report and stuff, but like, I think it only ever happens in that one case.
Yeah.
Like, he presents, oh wait, actually turns out the new version says that the victim might have lived for a few minutes.
Mm.
But I mean, I guess it is like the first thing Edgeworth does, and it's like you had pain in the last case, so it's a very impactful moment because it shows that who you're going up against is a lot more competent.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Sholmes.
It's shoe polish.
Okay.
Oh, does he mean the ink on the floor?
Oh. Yeah, I was wondering about this broken bottle.
Mm.
Oh, wait, it's not a bottle, it's like a small bell, isn't it?
Mm. Ah. Oh, she's a woman of many talents. Ah.
But yeah, we still don't know what that thing is.
He needs to lie down.
Yeah, his coughing doesn't seem as bad as it was in the first case, but it's still...
Yeah.
I think it's still implied that he might have tuberculosis or something.
Oh. Yeah. Ah, is he drugged too?
Yeah, this is what we were suspecting.
Yeah.
Because they said no traces of poison, but I don't know. Okay, we can examine this now. Yeah, I'm wondering about this too. Like, so maybe it was by someone who didn't know his name.
And also, he died instantly, right? So he
Yeah,
wouldn't have been
like
able to write it.
we know that Kazuma didn't write or couldn't have written that. So if it was written in Russian, I'm assuming it's someone who had Russian as their first language and wouldn't have known Ryunosuke's name. But yeah, why would they write that? I guess we can examine the desk again. And I'm still wondering about that whistling sound. I mean, this is a steamship, but...
Unless they were gassed?
Yeah, because like originally I was thinking of the chicken because like again Kazuma, we know that Kazuma didn't eat that. Wait.
No, I definitely agree. I think the chicken was drugged. But unless the whistling sound is more of a hissing sound for the snake, but I guess so.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, you'd think it would be kind of distinctive, and we still don't know what this is.
So was he dragged?
Because yeah, this whole thing is reminding me of a thing in Overly Sarcastic Productions about how like she dislikes how like some detectives when they're written come across as like magically like the writer makes them out to be intelligent by just having them magically know whatever is necessary for the plot. And then it's like, how did you know this? Because I'm smart. Just take our word for it.
Yeah.
I'm the detective and I know things.
I agree with you. Why? Why tamper with the scene of the crime?
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, we need to preserve the evidence of unruly behavior. Oh, interesting, okay. And we looked at that. I guess we can look at this again. I'm not sure we'll find anything new.
I think last time I examined it, they said that he got an exemption for his sword.
Yeah. It's like Frumpkin, they can turn into different animals. Okay, nothing about
Can
that.
we examine the ink bottle on the floor?
The ink yeah, I was checking that before, but it's just like, it just shows that, and that's already ticked. So, the body, the meat there, the kanji for justice. I wonder if we can examine the ventilator. Oh, we can examine the ventilator again. It's basically just the things that we know new information about that we can examine.
Oh! I just had another idea of what the speckled band could be.
Huh. What?
Linked to my idea before about a piece of jewellery with gemstones, like a tiara. Speckled with light from the gems.
someone was trying to move it through the ventilator, maybe. Because I don't think, like, I don't think that that a person could fit through the vents. Like even a contortionist, I don't really think so. But like, I was thinking like something like an object or an animal maybe could get through there. But I mean, the question is like, there aren't a lot of animals that could really break somebody's neck. So that's
and fit in a small vent.
Like, yeah, like the few animals that could break somebody's neck probably wouldn't be able to fit in that small of a space.
Unless it was a very aggressive squirrel.
Is there anything? It doesn't look like there's much else that we can examine here. But usually...
What about the bell cord next to the bed? Because we already examined that
we
before.
already
Yeah,
examined
nothing
that,
new.
Nothing new. Because normally, like, when you've examined everything in an area, you get some kind of a cutscene that's telling
Exactly.
you
Can you chat to the
progresses things
other
forward.
Russian sailor again? No.
And we can't examine the light.
I'm just looking at the stuff on the floor near the doorway. Is that like a candle?
Yeah, it looks like a candle.
a
I was wondering
candelabra,
about that,
like
but
a
it
candle
doesn't
and a
look
stick
like
and
we can examine that either. I was wondering if that was new, like if that wasn't there when we were previously here, but I don't think that's the case.
Maybe you just have to move again.
Yeah, because if we try and move, she says, I forget what was the situation here exactly. Yeah, maybe there is some more stuff to do in here. Aha! We
here
have
we go.
the typewriter. That means that it's the correct choice.
That's the one.
Yeah, whenever you move to a location in an investigation segment in this series and you see the typewriter, you're on the right track.
Yeah. Hey. Strong enough.
The guy who likes throwing people. I have a suspicion who it might be.
Yep. I did it the great detective way. Yep. Thought so. Oh dear. Yeah, it needs to.
Yes, needs to get better at the name thing.
Oh, suitcase is open.
Oh yeah. I was just saying that, like, what must it be like when every single person that you know, their name is a pun? Like, everyone you meet, every person you run into in your entire life, their name's a pun.
That sounds like a great movie premise. Like Pun Town.
It's just like the experience
Where the
that
pun times
the Ace Attorney protagonist must
abound.
have.
But she didn't want to investigate Kazuma's diary before for privacy reasons. But again, I guess because she knew him and
Yeah.
she felt.
Oh, she said not just for Kazuma-sama.
Oh. You too, because you'll be arrested. Hmm.
Does she actually trust us finally?
Hey. Yay, friendship.
I can see what appears to be like a different case there.
I thought you'd say that. Unless you were a kid and you thought Narnia was...
I was just about to
looking
say
for
that!
Narnia.
I was just about to say that. I was like, unless there's some kind of magical land through there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have another chord.
Another chord.
Oh no.
No, wait.
No, wait, no, people will know we're in here if you do that.
Yep. It's the equivalent of the shiny red button.
Yep.
We don't want to do.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But like, I'm wondering, wait, did we pull the one in Kazuma's room?
We did,
Because I just had a weird suspicion that, like, what if we pulled the one in his room and... Wait, was there a bell sound when we pulled that one?
From memory, yes.
Because I'm trying to think, like, what that broken bell-like object could be.
Oh, I see.
Like, unless one of the chords was, like, the bells was broken. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah. In these times, it is would be a terrible thing for airborne transmission of disease.
Yes, that's what I was
You always
thinking
want to have
too.
separate ventilation systems. That's partly, sadly, why hotel quarantine wasn't an effective,
Especially in
form.
Australia.
Especially in Australia. Yeah.
Yes,
'cause
there have been
ventilation
issues
systems
with
weren't-
that.
Yep.
Improper ventilation, but anyway, see here. Okay, please don't straighten the books.
Please don't straighten them. I respect it. I love tidy bookshelves, but please don't do it.
And there's that Poseidon figure. Yeah, it's like exactly the same kind of damage too.
But why would they be the same in Kazuma's? And also that.
Yeah, true. She didn't speak highly of her time doing it. We haven't even been in here. It's like, no, why?
No! Again, respect, but no!
Preserving crime scenes. We're supposed to preserve crime scenes. Ah.
There we go, finally the suitcase.
You know, a trope that I've always been kind of fond for is suitcases that have hidden compartments in them.
Yes! I always liked it in the first Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them film when Newt Scamander arrives in America and opens his suitcase and changes it from, you know, being a portal to all of his creatures to just looking like a normal suitcase. I thought that was cool.
It's right behind you. Not really.
Wow, the tiara's gone.
Oh yeah.
Russian books? Because I assume she can't read them.
Yep.
Yep!
Yeah, it's not like you have a phrase book there or anything. Although now I'm suddenly getting reminded of the time that I'm yeah, you once had a Japanese phrase book that had some weird phrases in it. Some very weird phrases.
I did, yes.
So, like, I
I
mean,
also bought a Japanese-French phrase book
okay.
because in school I was studying both at the same time and I thought it would help to practice both languages at once, but it did make things very difficult.
That's an interesting idea, though.
Hmm.
Just having fun exploring the ship. I'm just picturing it cutting to just crewmen screaming.
Snakes on a ship. I finally watched that movie recently, by the way.
Really?
Snakes on a
I haven't
Plane.
seen it.
Oh, it was great. It was so great. It's so unashamedly stupid.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like, it's kind of just deliberately stupid.
It's great.
I think like there was a rumor that wasn't supposed to be its title, but they just thought it was so hilariously fitting that they kept it.
Or something like Samuel L. Jackson said, "I'll only star in this movie if you call it this."
That, yeah.
I don't know that. I'm sure that's probably a rumor, but.
Oh yes, but sifting through their wardrobe is totally fine.
Yeah, there we go.
Looks like a dish. Something for
Ah,
feeding
for
a
the-
pet, maybe.
Yeah.
When did the Titanic sink? I'm just trying to... Was that after this?
Oh gosh, good point. Ah, I should know this.
No, not really. Just that...
Yep, exactly. There we go. The Titanic sunk on the 15th of April, 1912.
1912. Okay, actually,
Yeah.
only like around a decade after this game is set. So maybe they're right to be worried. Okay, so we've examined that, the desk. There's a carpet there. Because yeah, the table in the door, the table in Kazuma's room was disturbed, but this table doesn't seem to be.
Is that the same as Kazuma's cabin? Did it,
Yes,
it
it's
have
the same
sliding
door,
bolts?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely sealed, so yeah, can't slip anything. I'm just reminded of there's a bit in this video on Mystery of the Druids with "Dear adventure game developers, stop doing this puzzle, stop doing this puzzle, stop doing this puzzle." It's this type of puzzle where you have to slide like a card underneath the door and then knock out the key from the other side so the key falls onto the card and then you can pull it back in.
Oh.
It's apparently a puzzle that appears in a lot of puzzle games.
Okay. Looks like we've investigated everything we can currently.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Like, unless you can look at the floor or something. It's like, there's nothing hugely suspicious about this room or anything like that, at least as far
And
as
there's
I can tell.
there's no remains of dinner there because she was stuck on last night, so she wouldn't have
No.
eaten.
We've already checked around that area, we've checked the ventilator.
Yeah,
Is-
might have to move back, I reckon.
Yeah, it says, yeah, she says, I feel like we need to spend a little bit more time here. We already looked at the mousetrap.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Did that song exist at this point? I feel like it didn't.
I did it my way in my head.
Yeah.
But nope, definitely didn't.
Is he making up his own theme song or something? Yep, it's definitely I Did It My Way.
Which was, I always forgot, was originally by Frank Sinatra.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It was popularized in 1969.
Okay, yeah, that's way later. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Doesn't Sherlock Holmes do boxing?
Yeah, he does do boxing.
Books?
Yeah. Which is something that a lot of adaptations before the Robert Downey Jr. one forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already.
This is one of those cases where lack of evidence is evidence in and of itself. This is true. He has a very good point.
Which implies there was something to report. Yeah, he wasn't there. A lot of people are staking their lives on things today.
They are, aren't they?
You must log the ship's log in your mental file. And we immediately get that evidence.
In your mind palace. Yeah, I like that he sort of starts off as a bit more comic relief, and you sort of think that his deductions are a bit, what's the polite way of saying it? A bit not helpful.
Yes.
And then, but then as you've gone on, it shows that obviously he does have some really important insights. And it's kind of about working together to make sense of them. Oh, has he got a heavy head too? Yeah, there you go.
But does Susato, it seems like everyone except her, she hasn't.
Well, it seems like maybe because she said she wasn't in first class.
She wasn't in first class.
Yeah, it seems like everyone who was either in first class or around this area. I don't know where Sholmes was staying, but because I assume the detective was stationed here as well. So
yeah, because Hosonaga was bodyguarding Kazuma.
Exactly.
Oh, she.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh no, she does. Drugs, I say.
They appear to have been anti-radiation gloves. Drugs.
Oh, anyone doesn't know that was a reference to the very first Doctor Who.
Yep.
In the 60s. Ooh. Oh. Pirate attack.
And everything's going sideways.
The books will be leaning again.
Yep, the books are in fact leaning again. Yeah, I thought it was him.
Hey. Oh, he's so nice. Oh. Ah, my goodness, the mystery of the locked room. The bolt slid into place when the ship leaned. And the books being in that position is evidence. How interesting.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Hmm. This isn't like I'm guessing not, but I mean, my first instinct would be that it could have been a sad case of an accidental death where they'd stopped the ship to get the ballerina smuggled in, and anyway, the ship moved and then something happened to hit him in the back of the neck, and it was all. But then obviously,
And then
who wrote the writing
bolted.
of wardrobe and
it ended up looking like a locked room mystery. But like again,
Yeah.
who would have written that?
and it's a speckled fan, and this is obviously an ace attorney case, so I assume
Yeah.
there's a murderer. So. But anyway, it could have been an interesting.
But I mean, it is.
There
it is
is no
always,
killer.
It is always interesting. Wow. Okay, that was a quick to be continued. Okay then.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, because like sometimes like something that I also like in some cases, like not saying which, is like a case where it was an accident and there was no killer, but that doesn't mean there isn't an antagonist in the case. Like
Absolutely.
like someone
absolutely.
might take advantage of, like, there've been a lot of classic murder mysteries where it's a suicide but someone frames it to look like a murder because they want to you know,
they have their own
vendetta
vendetta
and
against
stuff.
someone, or yeah, exactly.
Or like there like some cases in particular where it's a suicide but the victim themselves did it and framed someone they hated for it to take them down with them. That happens in a few Agatha Christie stories, but like yeah.
Or it was a suicide, or someone killed, but someone else was intending to kill them. Or you know, there's like I think I won't say it in case people haven't seen it, but there is a famous mystery where it turned out someone did stab the victim, but after the victim had already been poisoned. So there are actually two killers. Anyway,
there's a lot. There's a lot you can do with mysteries, and that's why, I mean, in case you can't tell, we both love mysteries like a lot.
We do.
And you studied mysteries in high school as well.
I did in high school English,
fiction.
and it did give me a huge respect for crime fiction writers, because it is really hard to get the balance between dropping enough clues that the audience can kind of figure it out, but it's not too obvious, you know, versus dropping not enough clues, so then you can't even follow along. Like, it's an incredibly fine line to balance.
It's and especially with like Ace Attorney, because they're written with the perspective that like the player has to work out the mystery for themselves.
Exactly. I really admire the writers, I think. And then you've got to, because mystery tropes as well are so, you know, done and done again. It's, you've kind of got to keep thinking really hard to make things novel, and it's very
and like to sort of bring it back to like this, like I still think that, like, as much as an aficionado that I am of mysteries, I still think Ace Attorney is like legitimately like one of the best, possibly the best mystery series like I've ever experienced.
I love it so much. When I did study it in high school English, we had to pick our own text to study, and I actually tried to pick an Ace Attorney case
Yes, I
for my
remember
text,
this. Yeah.
and no one. Really? Definitely in my year group, but maybe in the year groups before me too, had ever tried to choose a video game as their text. And unfortunately, we had to talk a lot about the genre of what we'd chosen, whether it was a novel or a play or a film. And just choosing a video game as my medium was really quite challenging for that particular level.
Because you were
of English
supposed
at the time. And
mention like the features of the text, and you
sort
have
of,
to
and
talk
how
about game mechanics and how
exactly,
they
exactly.
And it's hard because like Ace Attorney isn't really strictly it's more of a visual novel than it is an actual game.
Absolutely right. So it was ended up being really tricky to talk about how the medium influenced interpretation when it was just something my teachers weren't used to sort of coaching on and or supporting me to do, and I gave it a good crack, but it was just a bit challenging. But it was
But no, it was still cool. I remember that. But shortish part with us having a bit of an interesting discussion at the end of it. I guess we'll see you all next time for how this case progresses and finding out the mystery of, was it in fact an accidental locked room?
And hopefully the books stay knocked over this time.
Yeah, see you all then.